falls down, the case goes up.
This is the Winter Fanboys podcast, pre-recorded live at First Base Studios in New York City and Capitol Hill, D.C., Denver, Colorado. And welcome back. The year is 2024. We're not going to tell you the day because Christmas may or may not have already happened at this point. Maybe we're talking from the future. Maybe we're not. But I'm Adam.
Assuredly, we're talking from the future. It'd be wild if they were here with us as we record this.
And that's Ben.
Okay.
Who's in Capitol Hill, D.C.
That's right.
Denver,
D.C.
Colorado.
The capital of the only state that matters, Colorado.
Also, so the Winter Fanboys are back because the Winter Failure released another EP. But really quick, we are both having drinks tonight. Ben, what are you drinking?
I'm enjoying a little bit of homemade Irish cream and Kahlua, so like a coffee cream drink. It's pretty good. How about you,
Nice.
Adam? What do you got?
I have rum. Couldn't tell you the kind of rum. Bacardi. I don't know why.
Just
I couldn't
rum? Is that just rum in a glass?
No, just straight rum.
Just
I
some
just
rum.
got some straight rum. I was trying to be a pirate.
Merry Christmas.
It's rum with eggnog and a scoop of ice cream. I took that from the restaurant I work at. I've done this drink before on this very podcast. I feel like it's the only time I drink it, actually. I don't like...
It's a good time.
It's ice cream. Why would I drink it?
Why would you drink ice cream when you're not recording a podcast?
Totally. How long has it been since we've done this? A year? About that.
Exactly 1 year.
Exactly 1 year. We do it the same
Exactly
time
1
every
year.
time.
The Earth is in the same place it was last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a whole journey around that sun.
What have you been up to? Tell our Winter Fanboy fans. Winter Fanboy fan. Yeah.
Oh gosh, too many things. I moved this year. I changed jobs. So I'm working at a high school right now, working with high school kids with like all along the spectrum. Some who have got like dyslexia and some who are just kids who need a little bit extra help working on math or science. And then I'm doing the game development stuff, but more on like a hobbyist / like part-time basis.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you specifically were working with kids that are on different rays of the spectrum.
Yeah. I mean, it's not always like I have some kids who are coming into me who've got like ADHD diagnosis. Have you heard of dyscalculia before?
No. First time.
Yeah. So that's, you know how there's dyslexia, which is like, you don't read good. Well, dyscalculia is you don't numbers good. So, those kids come into me and get some help, but also I have like students at sneeze. I'm so sorry.
Wow. Unprofessional to the radio talk.
I've never heard a radio professional sneeze. So
They don't have noses.
It's like how most people in movies don't have to go to the bathroom.
Never do.
Nope. Yeah. So like, working with kids who some of them have diagnoses like that and have like accommodation programs. So like special stuff for them learning. And then some kids who are like fast tracked, but just need like help. They're like, I'm a sophomore doing senior level math, but I'm confused. And so they come in and they get help with that.
Gotcha. So you're helping them along with their classes. You're not teaching them in their classes.
I'm not a classroom teacher, no,
Got it.
which is cool because that means like, you know, they come to me, they get help, they leave. And that gives me time to like work on other stuff and like prepare. I can like collaborate with teachers on like lesson plans, but I also can like work on my own stuff. So it's a pretty cool gig.
Is that at a public school?
This one's at a private school.
Okay. I was going to say that's
Yeah.
pretty cool thing to have. I don't know if I know of like...
Yeah, it's like a position that I don't even feel like a public school has the funds for.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer because they could really use it.
Yeah, it'd be like another set of hands to help, you know, it's a tutor, right? Outside of
yeah, I mean, it's an instructor. I'm an instructor.
Yeah, instructor.
Yeah, it's essentially
Okay.
tutoring. Yeah,
You are
but, like,
instructing. Yeah,
I guess the only difference between that is like a tutor is like, oh, you hire a tutor for your kid. You meet with them like consistently after school or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in this case, like I am just like support staff on hand. Anybody can come and see me, not just like the kids who've paid a little bit extra.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm so sorry. I'm so distracted. Why is this crooked on my head?
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about the hat. So, Adam, tell me about your hat. Everyone wants to know what's been going on.
Nobody
with you
wants to
and the
know
hat.
about that. Nobody wants to know what's
Yeah.
going on with me in the hat, but it was really bothering me. I was like looking at it and I was like, why is it sideways?
Mhm.
And why is Ben not saying anything about it? He doesn't care about
Why
the hat.
doesn't he care about my hat?
Why doesn't he care about my hat? He doesn't care about
Don't
me.
worry, Adam. I do. I care about your hat.
Well, that's pretty cool that you're doing that. And like you know, we chatted before. It's cool that it also kind of coincides with gaming in terms of mathematics.
Yeah, that's been fun. I was pretty unsure when I made the switch, but right now I'm feeling really good about it. Hello?
I'm here.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Cool. I can hear you.
Wow.
You've been here the whole time. I'm the
What do you-
problem. Tell
what do
me, everything was fine until we started recording. Tell me what's been going on in your life, Adam. What's going on for the McDowell?
The McDowell, not the McDowells. Same old, same old. Still working at the same restaurant that I've been working at. And still auditioning like I've always been auditioning. And doing a little real estate now, so that's fun. I'm actually going to start in the
selling
new
condos.
year. Selling condos, making millions. Just kidding. I'm doing
Just
rentals,
stacks on
and
stacks.
they're like stacks on. They're like every other rental.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually funny when you go up into the price of rentals. They're all the same. Like you could be like, I've seen some that are like, I mean, I saw a rental that was $12,000, and it's a 1-bedroom, $12,000, and
Yeah.
that had like some nice stuff. It had art in it that you could buy. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
Or it had the fancier art in it. But even when you look at like a $5,000 studio versus like a $2,000 studio, different neighborhoods. What makes it $5,000 is the street. It not necessarily the studio. So it is quite literally just the location.
And you're in New York, where like you can walk, 5 minutes and get to that place, or you can hop on the subway and be there in 20 minutes.
I will say some of the biggest areas would have to be the Upper West Side to Morningside Heights. So Morningside Heights kind of teeters into that Harlem area. And so if you were like, oh, I only want to live south of 96, but if you looked at 100 actually, you get more space, you get more, like just by going 4 blocks north.
So
you're like still taking the same subway system. You're like, it's still, to me, it's the same neighborhood. I mean, I'm sure somebody will fight me on it, but it's whatever. Anyway, so I'm doing some real estate. I will have a podcast in the new year, or not a podcast, a YouTube channel about me doing real estate and acting. I don't think there's enough of it, so I'm going to post some stuff about that. But yeah, now let's move it along to the Winter Failure, which is what we're here for. What is the EP that just came out?
We've got Orchards of Failure that's just made a release. 6 songs, about 15-minute runtime, and we're back to the sort of back and forth Dave Brand, at least on the lead vocals, which is probably how they'll continue things for the foreseeable future, I think, just given them both being family men, at least Dave almost being a family man.
Yeah.
And we're closing in pretty quick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of like this. The theme of this one is very throwback. When I say throwback, I mean it's like if it gives me very 80s, maybe 90s, but even the album art itself gives me that. Which this is us just talking in real time. You froze. Oh, no, you're not. I saw you blink.
I'm here. I promise. I'll bob my head side to side. Just so we're aware, I'm still here.
Which reminds me, I will have to figure out what our art will be on top of their art, because that's what I do. I just put our faces on top of their art.
Wherever we can do. We have to find a way to be together, and you can feed me an apple.
I was gonna say, what would we? Never mind. We're not gonna talk about it. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do short segments like we've done before, where we just. I don't know if anybody knows this, but for the most part, we record everything in one sitting. Have we ever not recorded in one sitting? The Valentine's Day one.
The Valentine's Day album.
That one was over months. Because we tried to on the ship.
The ship episodes were really good.
They were. We were in person, and you could hear the waves.
We're much better in person.
Yeah, we are. But we got to do this. It has to happen over this Zoom stuff, so we have to do it this way.
We have to do it this way until the Winter Fanboys has a travel budget and they can fly me out.
The Winter Fanboys. Yeah, we need to figure out how we should talk to the CEO.
Yeah, we'll talk to them. We'll talk to them. Like, listen, we need to make a we need to make a budget.
We need to have a budget. Do we spend any money?
Listen, if we can, and it doesn't even have to be that much, right?
It doesn't.
No.
We could
we'll save up pennies.
We could dedicate points to it. I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. You could have sent. You can actually. What's nice about First Base Studios is it's not only a studio, but it also doubles into a bedroom. So it's actually.
I was gonna say, if I came out there, would I have to sleep on the streets, or could I?
You have to actually get your own room and board.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
That's a conversation.
Hey, if I still have a job next year, they give me 2 weeks. So,
they do? You have 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
man.
You have 2 weeks. Wow.
Yeah. So I could come out. We could do it.
Yeah, we should.
Before Christmas, just for a little bit.
Yeah, we should talk about that for the future. But this one is going to be all over Zoom.
Screw it! I'm getting on an airplane right now. I'll see you in 5 hours.
Actually, just stay on Zoom while you do it, and we'll just do the episodes. So we're gonna do it all.
Get there and it'll be over.
We typically do it all in one sitting, and then I'll piecemeal it out. We'll figure out when everybody gets this episode. But anyway,
really excited to connect with our 12 listeners. 6
of them are my closest friends and family, and the other 6 are just complete strangers. Your family doesn't listen at all, so I know.
It's gonna be like the other 6 are my closest friends, but you're right.
You're right. They're like, oh, the Winter Fanboys came out with something else. Oh, let's move on.
Yeah, the other 6 are people who like really love winter, and they're like, Winter Fanboys, me too.
And then they listen to it, and they're like, what? My favorite is when McKenna will text me, and I'm like, I'm glad that McKenna's listening to it, because I'm like, oh yeah, we're building fans for the Winter Failure. Dave's wife.
Well, hey, listen. Just because she's married to one of the Winter Failure members doesn't mean she's a fan.
That's true.
So we still might be doing our job.
That's true. Wow, I can't believe we've already hit that time. It just told me that we need to upgrade today. Running out of time. Yes, we are on a budget here. We don't even have the paid for Zoom.
Yeah, we're shoestring.
So we're gonna wrap this episode up, and just wait for the next ones to roll out when they happen. When they come out. I don't know how to speak English. And I think we're going to keep the same style. We're going to kind of talk about the overall theme of the song, and then we talk about the music, and then we talk about how we how it made us feel.
We'll talk about our feelings. And we're excited to go on this journey with you guys again. You guys being the audience.
Yeah. Just me and my friend over here. Hey,
so
everybody.
Professional. So it's great to see you guys. Great to be back. Let's do this.
Here we go. I'm Adam.
I'm Ben. And this is the Winter Fanboys.
No, that's not how we end this. No. Did you
I'm
forget
Adam.
the ending? No. Did you forget the ending?
I'm Adam.
No, you're not. What are you talking about?
Stay frosty.
No, we're not alone. Yeah. At Christmas, our hearts warm up, sadness goes down.